Hey everyone, it's Sean McKenzie, your local Arizona real estate agent, coming at you with another video. This video, we're going to talk a little bit about what I believe is going to happen in 2022 in the real estate market. I work both in the Phoenix area and the Tucson area. In this video, I'm going to mainly focus on what I believe is going to happen in Tucson. Phoenix can definitely have some of the same qualities and the same things happen, but I'm just going to mainly focus on the Tucson area. If you didn't know, the Fed did say last year, towards the end of last year, that they are going to be increasing interest rates 3 times over the course of 2022. That's going to happen either in the springtime, the summertime, and the fall time, or the spring, the fall, and the winter time, or any kind of variation over the next 11 months. Now, what does that mean? It means that your payment's probably going to increase by a little bit. It's not going to be super dramatic or drastic, but it is definitely going to change. So for those of you that are on the cusp, on that cutting edge of debt to income, it's definitely the right time to buy right now before those interest rates start to change. Lenders are going to start changing their rates to be ready so that's not such a shock when it happens, about 30 to 60 days out before that rate changes. So if you're wanting to try and get something before that rate changes in the springtime, it is time to start looking at a house right now or getting pre-qualified right now so that we can get you locked in before that rate changes. What can this mean for those of you that aren't going to be really affected by the interest rate? You know, maybe a little bit of a payment increase isn't that big of a deal to you, or it's not going to really affect what you want to do and your goals for this year. I think what it means for those people that are out there still looking or about to start looking, it means that there might be a little bit less people and competition out there looking. Some people may be pushed away based on their debt to income ratio, and that interest rate just either changes their purchase price or just kind of cuts them out altogether, unfortunately. So that can just mean less competition out there. I know that right now some of my buyers, if you're listening to this, I know that some of you are struggling to still get accepted, even with going $10,000 to $15,000 over the asking price. Do I still think that that might be a possibility in some areas of Tucson? Absolutely. Some areas of Tucson are just gonna have that demand and have that, you know, popularity over the next year or two. So we just may not have any way around it. But like I said, I think there's going to be a little bit less competition. There's still no inventory out there, and I think that's going to continue on over the next, you know, year at least, maybe even to 2023. There's just not a lot of homes out there. People are putting their homes up every single day and every single week, but it's just not a huge influx of homes that we need to be in a little bit more sustainable and balanced market. So for those sellers out there, it is still a seller's market. You are still getting top dollar for your home. So don't let the interest rates discourage you. As long as you can still get into something, if you're wanting to sell your home and then buy a new home, you know, just talk to your lender, or I can definitely give you contact information of someone that you can talk to and see if these interest rates are going to change how you go about your 2022 for real estate. That's kind of where I think things are going to go with the interest rates changing, and maybe there's a little bit less competition. Do I think that prices are going to start to come down? I think they're going to come down a little bit. I don't think it's going to be a dramatic crash that everybody thinks it's going to happen. This is definitely not like the 2007 and 2008 where everybody was buying 5 or 6 homes, and then all of a sudden that variable interest rate hit and nobody could afford a home anymore. That's definitely not going to happen. There's a lot more regulations and a lot more strict activities that need to happen for lending. So I definitely don't see a crash happening anytime soon. Maybe prices will start to come down a little bit more and people will start being a little bit more realistic for what their home is worth. But for the meantime, sellers are still getting top dollar for their house, and they're still selling at the highest price in their neighborhood and on their street. So just keep looking for that to happen throughout 2022. But like I said, it's always going to be a good time to buy right now. Rates are still low. I think they're going to still stay at either 4% or lower. So it's still a really good rate. When I started in this business about 5 years ago, interest rates were in like the 5 to 6% were a really good interest rate. And I know, you know, it's definitely not the worst it's ever been before. But if you're still something in the 4% or a little bit under 4%, that's still going to be really good and a really good interest rate from what it's been. So it's always going to be a really good time to start looking at homes. And I'd always love the opportunity, you know, if you're seeing this video, to help you out, give you the guidance that you need and any of the other resources that you might need. So thank you so much for watching this video for my prediction of the 2022 real estate market in Tucson, Arizona. Let's get back out there and start looking at more homes, and let's help you achieve your real estate goal for 2022. Talk to you later.